we're back. I'm Vince Davis. I'm here with, I'm on the line with Cynthia Becker, my co-host, and this is The Secret, How to Fight Child Protective Services and Win. Before the break, we were talking to Cassandra, and Cassandra was about to ask me another question. Cassandra, what was your other question?
Was, by any chance, if we have proof that some of the allegations that are being reported are about another household, will the judge take that into consideration?
Probably. He or she should, if it's not regarding you.
But my 6-year-old daughter, I have 3 daughters in total. With a biological dad, we had a huge custody dispute. And it turned out, they took our kid because we couldn't figure it out in court, me and the biological dad. So my daughter made some statements about my household that were happening in her dad's household, but she made it seem like they were happening in mine. However, 2 weeks prior, she was telling me a different story, and I actually started to record it. And I got all of it on recording. And on top of that, there's police report, and there's also the stepmom's restraining order, written declaration signed under perjury, all confirming what Ayana said to me about what happened in her dad's household.
Well, Cassandra, here's the thing. I hope you're working with an attorney.
I have a public defender, but like I said, she said that the judge always sides with CPS. There's really not much that any of the defending parties can do.
Okay. I haven't heard that one before, but, I'm not from your county, and I don't think I've done a case in your county either. But I don't know if that's an exaggeration. I mean, it would be hard for me to believe that in 10 years the judge only ruled for the family one time. I mean, it's that's a hard one to believe. But I think you should meet with your attorney. I think you guys should develop a strategy, and I think you should systematically implement that strategy so that you have the best probability for success in your case.
Yeah, and if you'd like, I could interview you and you can share your story, and that way you're able to get all of it out as well.
That would be awesome. And then I had one last question, if that's okay.
Okay, go ahead.
The CPS worker actually told me and my husband that the reason, other than him being inside the home again, that they took the main reason why they went and got the warrant to take our kids was because I was arrested the day prior due to something that I shouldn't have been arrested for. It was, I went to the store for 10 minutes, and I asked my neighbor to watch my kids. He confirmed to the police officers that he watched my kids, but the police officers went and told the DA that I left my children at home alone and nobody was watching my kids.
How old are your kids?
1 and 2.
Well, obviously for your trial, you're going to have that person come and testify in court.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, going to, but they said because I left the kids alone with their dad that night, that was their main jurisdiction of why they took my kids.
Yeah. Well, that goes back to you maybe violating a court order or maybe using inappropriate, decision-making and leaving the children home with your kids if, there's problems with your husband.
I see. I get it. They just said that they basically want him to be supervised, and that was it. That was their only problem. Mm-hmm. So can I get my kids back on that?
You can, but, I keep telling you or telling people, hey, meet with your attorney, come up with a strategy, implement that strategy. And, a lot of people I talk to, they do their own research and they do their own thinking and strategizing and, they don't give much credence to that, meeting with your attorney.
Okay, yeah, I met with her. She said that she wants to focus on me. She can't focus on my husband. So she told me that because I did parenting classes recently and completed them, and I'm in therapy and I'm making progress, this is all good for me,
Right.
I guess.
Well, that's good legal advice, in my opinion. She can't represent two people. She can only represent one person, and that's you.
Yes.
Okay.
And you and I have a similar, it sounds like you and I have a similarities in our case, especially with our, in my case, it's my ex-husband. So like I said, how about you message me and we'll set up an interview. And then also if you have other questions, we can always, I can always ask Vince, and then when it's time for your interview, I can give you those answers. How does that sound?
That would be awesome.
Hold on, Cassandra. Hold on a second. And I want to jump in here because you haven't done your case yet. Whether you should be on social media being interviewed about your case is something that you should talk to your attorney about.
First, yes.
Okay? So, don't just come on, the show and be interviewed about the case, because you could actually say something that could be used against you in your trial.
Okay, I see.
Right? You wouldn't want to do that. You wouldn't want to do that.
I do go over all of that.
Yeah.
Before we interview.
But don't.
Okay.
But, I want you to talk to your attorney first, Cassandra.
Right.
Yeah, I'll talk to her on, I'll be seeing her Thursday. Can I get your email real quick? Or what's your name exactly?
Cynthia Beck. Let's look at the reality series, CPS the Horror Stories. You'll see the page.
All right, I will email you. Thank you, Cynthia.
Hey, Cassandra, thank you very much. And, update us in a couple of months. Let us know what happened, okay?
I will. Thank you so much.
Okay.